directed to the gods of our fathers. Okay.
So once again, when you say the gods of your father, was this religion or spiritual stuff?
It was spiritual.
Spiritual, okay.
Spiritual.
All right.
Because there were...
Explain some of the spiritual stuff you had to go through, King.
Every family had like a family, how do you call that? Oh, like a family tree. And a family tree is like where that family believes that their spiritual orientation comes from.
Right.
So
the elders and the ancestors.
And the ancestors.
Right.
So from where I come from, there was this yearly celebration that was named the Homo. It's something like we cook food and celebrate the ancestors and how they have protected us and the spirits have protected them all through those years till we came to be, or this next generation of the generation came in. Okay, so it was just recently that, this church system and all that came to be like something that has become a part of Africa. But even now, there's still tribes and places where they might say, okay, church, but they go, when things happen real deep, they go down to their ancestral places and pour libations, and, ask the gods, like, hey, how do we control this? And believe me, they do get answers.
Right.
They do get answers.
The ancestors talk to them.
Yes.
Right.
They do get
man,
answers.
my brother, man.
Yeah.
Hey, much love and blessings, man. And I really appreciate you, King. Yes, man, to the Most High. Do you believe God is Jesus, or do y'all believe God is the Son?
Well, they have made it come to be a point where they say God is Jesus, okay? Because he's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So,
but what do the spiritual people believe in Africa? Do they believe in Jesus, or do they believe in the Son as God?
well, depending on that, there's different belief systems and all that, but they believe that, Jesus is God. There's examples of money out there, importing cars, importing car parts, and there's a whole lot in Africa, that you could just put your mind to it and start it, and before long you see that, okay, you have a business of your own.
What's your whole African name, King?
My whole African name is George Quaye.
Got you, my brother. All right, what does it mean?
Kwame is a Tuesday born.
A Tuesday born.
Yeah. Every birth and every day that the child is born, the child is named after that day. Monday is Kojo. The girl might be Ajua. Tuesday Kwame. Abena. Wednesday Kwaku. Ajua. Okay, and it goes on. Thursday is Yao. Ya. Friday is Kofi. And the woman will be Efia. That's from my side of the African continent.
Okay.
From Ghana. Go to somewhere like Nigeria. They have their own tribal names and tribal days of naming their children and all of that. See? So we got all these extra names from the white man, basically. See? So if I should say my real African name should be Kwame Quaye.
Got you.
Because the Kwame is the birthday and the Quaye is the family name.
Got you.
See?
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, man, I appreciate you, King. Hey, listen, man, it's all love. We're going to put some things out there so people can get some understanding. Let me just ask you this last question. When it comes to religion and spiritualness, do the African people deal with religion, or do they deal with more spiritualness?
Way after we have been here. It's like, hey, what you have to do, you got to continue till, you get back. Or continue until whatever happens. This is where we are right now.
Wow, man, I appreciate that, King.
Yeah.
This is all coming from the motherland, the conflict with America. how hard it is, but everybody else from the Europe continents get to travel freely.
Free.
But with you guys, you got to go through all these restrictions, paperwork, and things like that.
Paperwork, go to the embassy and let the embassy tell you. Meanwhile, there's some places that you can just go by road, you know?
Right.
Just get in a bus and you'll be there in no time, you know?
How long you lived in Africa, my brother?
I lived in Africa till I was, 20? Yeah.
Okay. How long you been in America?
Been here 94. That's like 25, 26.
How you like America?
I do like it for what it is. Like, you know, you get what you could get when you want to get it. But the system where we all have to get up and go do this punching and, you know, that straight out, you know, jobs that you don't even have interest in, you have to go do it because you want to pay your rent, you want to go do that. Back home, we didn't have that. It's family-oriented businesses. Families oriented. So you'll be growing up in what your father has created, and by the time you are out of school, you know it all. And so he just hands you the key and you take off from there with your family. And it becomes a family business. Okay? Now, people that don't have shops and well educated, they even make it through importing. What they had done was that it was a brainwash thing. Brainwash in the sense that all we watched on TV, in movies, and any kind of thing about Great Britain, America, was all about these beautiful places, skyscrapers, these nice trains, and big supermarkets, and all these kind of things. And it made you feel like, why can't I go there and continue my life when we could have been home and made something good out of us? Okay, so you go to school, finish college, whatever, and by the time you're done, the first thing that comes to your mind is, okay, now I have to leave. Leave where? Come to America or go to Great Britain or Europe or somewhere like that. And so it tore most of us away from the real developments that we had to continue there. Example with me, my dad was a pharmacist. When I finished school, when I finished college, he said, you know what? Right now you're a grown man, you have a son, so here, take the family business. Right about that time too, I was so much I was infatuated with the whole skyscraper issues in New York and all that. My sister has sent me some money. I said, no, I need to go. Trust me, bro. When I got here, a year after, I called my dad and said, Dad, you know what you said about staying and taking care of the family business? I should have. He's like, you're already there. Now you got to make it up. Okay? And people that I went to school, my mates and stuff, some of them that were able to make it through there, right now I'm millionaires, if I have to say that. Because why? They went from what the land had and made something big out of it. Okay? So we had all these divisions where if you want to travel from your country to the next country, let's say from Ghana to maybe Togo, you have to get a visa. Okay, a visa. Why? Because there had been these divisions that had been set out there by the white man that anybody from this part of your country, or if it's not from your country, you can't let him in because they'll bring in a whole lot of divisions and all those kind of things.
What you mean by divisions, King?
Divisions,
from Africa.
basically, they will use the tribal mode. Okay, this is an Ashanti, this is a Ghana, and they have their culture. They're going to come into your land and infiltrate it with their culture and take over, because that time it was like more like the scramble for Africa.
What part of Africa are you from, King?
I'm from Ghana, the west coast of Africa.
Got you, my brother.
So those kind of lines were drawn already, you know, when we were coming up. And it was hard for you to even go to anywhere in Africa when you could have freely traveled to a continent that you come from.
Right.
Okay, so now everybody was like, okay, let me stay on my side. You stay on your side and let nobody be bothered.
Did they have those same restrictions with the European countries?
Nope, they didn't have those restrictions. Whilst in Europe and in America, you could get up from one state and go to the other state without even having to see an embassy. And it was the other way around back in Africa, where you have to go see an embassy where they'll ask you what you're going to do, why you're going there, and all these kind of things before even they can decide to give you a visa. Okay, so it made people just stay on their own. Like, okay, why am I even going there? My country is okay. I'm okay down here. Why do I have to?
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And